Hey folks, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whatever the case may be. So it is just after midnight on the 31st. Sorry I didn't do a video on the 30th. It was my boyfriend's birthday. And so I wished him a happy birthday. Like right at midnight last night, I wished him a happy birthday. Yeah. So I was the very first one to wish him a happy birthday. And then today I talked with my ex-boyfriend, who's a mechanic, and asked him about, I asked him for help to find a vehicle, a car to buy. I told him I wanted one for like around $2,000, and he's like, yeah, no, not gonna happen. You're gonna have to look for something more, a little bit more. And then he's like, well, I do have a car coming up. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. And it's the type of vehicle that he specializes in. He specializes in Subarus. So I'm like, yes, I have wanted a Subaru ever since he and I were dating in high school. I wanted a Subaru. It's a Subaru Forester. It's a 2007. So it's an automatic. But it's gonna have a new motor. He's working on it right now. A little bit here, a little bit there, you know. So I'm like, that's awesome. Well, what's the cost? And he's like, well, it depends on it depends on parts and shop use. It depends. Basically, he'll figure it out and he'll let me know. And yeah, so because Thursday, Wolfie and I, we went to the town next door with my dad, and we got all the paperwork finalized. All the papers are signed and everything. And she received 3 checks. So she got a check for this for the month of June, plus 2 months of back pay. So it's like, this is awesome. So she deposited them into her account. But she's having issues with her bank card. Her bank card is not working properly. Well, it's not working, period. Yeah. So we have to go to a physical bank. We have to go to a bank and get them to help us help her figure out how to get it to work properly. Yeah. So in the meantime, I guess we're just gonna have to like e-transfer the money to my account and then just use my bank card. Although I do have tap on my phone, so I can use tap on my phone as well. And she thought that she'd gotten it all straightened out Thursday. Because to me it's still Friday, not actually Saturday. Anyways, yeah, we figured, because she spent like an hour fiddling around with her phone trying to get her accounts straightened out and whatnot, so that she can actually because she had forgotten her PIN number, and she finally remembered that like she's got the paperwork from when she first opened up her account with this online bank. And so anyways, yeah, so she spent some time working on that, and we figured that she had gotten it all straightened out. And then tonight, a few hours ago, she went to 7-Eleven to get pizza for the two of us. She comes home and she's like, yeah, I didn't pay for it. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, my card still isn't working. So the guy offered to pay for it. And he said, I just have to like give him $10 back, pay him back $10, even though it's like $15 and change for the pizza. And she's like, well, I'd rather just like give him $20 as a thank you. It's like, yeah, it's really cool that he was nice enough to do that. That's the nice thing about this town. We've been in there often enough while he's been in there working, and she described the guy, like she just said, yeah, the guy knows you, knows that I'm your daughter. It's like, yeah, I don't even know the dude's name. I just know what he looks like, and we joke around. Yeah, we just joke around whenever I go in there. He's one of those employees that is fun and easygoing and really nice and not too bad looking. Kind of hard to tell because he's always got a toque on, or it's hat. Yeah. His head is always covered, and he's got facial hair, but yeah, he's really funny. He jokes around. Yeah, easy to joke around with. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, she came home and I was laying down, and she's like, you want to eat now or do you want to eat later? I'm like, oh, I'll eat now. And she brings me a couple of slices of pizza. And then, so I ate those, and then I fell asleep and had a nap. And, yeah, I'm still having issues with the CPAP. It's like the issues, they change. Like, it's like one thing, the issues, they change from one thing to another. It's like, one thing will be an issue for a couple, 2 or 3 days, and then it's no longer an issue, but then there's something else that's an issue. Like the first couple of nights, there was the issue with the pain with my nose, and then there was the issue with breathing out, like exhaling was a little on the difficult side. A little bit too much pressure when trying to breathe out. And then that it was that way for a couple of nights, and then there was a few nights where then there's the issue with the mask sliding over and blocking my nose, so that plugging my nose so I can't actually breathe, and then that waking me up. And now it's like the inside of the nose piece, it's all like a soft rubber that moves, right, with inhaling and exhaling, right? Well, that when I inhale, it's like presses up against my nostrils, and sometimes will plug my nose. So I don't know, it's just like one thing after another, and it's kind of annoying. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna look into so it came with 3 different sizes of mask that fits over the nose, And the one that I'm using is the medium. So I'm gonna dig into the case and pull out the small and the large and have a look at those and compare and figure out which one might work better. Hopefully one of the other ones will work better. In the meantime, there. I'm working on Eeyore's face. Here. Yeah. So yeah, the other night when my boyfriend came over, I was showing him this, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't see Eeyore." Then I showed him the picture, and he's like, and I'm like, "Well, this is what it's gonna look like when it's done." He's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, cool." Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about the yawning, but it's been one of those days. Okay, so I'm gonna do this little one here is the same as these three here, these red ones, and it is, oh my goodness, 797. Yeah, Wolfie pestered me until I got up this morning. And I didn't want to get up because I was still so freaking tired. And he's like, "But it's morning and your alarm is going off and you need to get up." And it's like, yeah, I know, but, excuse me, I'm still tired. When I'm tired, I need to sleep. But, yeah, I got up. I was up for a few hours. I finally caught a live stream of Crafting Enthusiast, Autumn. And, yeah, connected with a few more people. And speaking of, I should check my account. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Oh boy, look at that. 291 subs. Yeah. I'm up to 2,685 valid public watch hours. Yes, yes, yes. It's really strange because it's still saying 1.8K valid public shorts views, which in the last 90 days. That's very strange because I had more than that with just one video, one short. That was only 5 seconds long. Like, construction along the highway from Thursday, 730 views. Yeah, and they actually had that down as, yeah, it went up as a short. Oh my goodness, sorry, I'm just yawning like crazy. Anywho, where was I? I am doing, yes, these four little red greater than symbols. Sorry, I need this close to me so that I can see what I'm doing. Then there's also the light. But yeah, in Autumn's video live stream today, she was showing off her cross stitch stands, and it's like, yeah, she's got some really cool ones. And then I was telling Wolfie about this one that she's got that's really big. Well, it's not necessarily big, but it's tall, right? The rod is telescopic, so you can make it taller or shorter, and the base is U-shaped, so it'll tuck underneath the couch, so like you can sit on the couch and have it close to you. And it's got an attachment for a light that is also a magnifier, and another attachment for clipping for like you could clip the chart to it. And what she does is she has her phone in its case, and then she clips the case to it. And it's like, well, that's something like that would actually be awesome, because then I could actually sit on the couch and do cross stitching rather than sitting at my workstation like this. Because after a while my back and my tailbone start giving me problems from sitting here. Because with diamond painting, I'm always leaning forward to work on my canvas, right? Whereas cross stitch, I can actually lean back and relax, but then leaning back is pressure on my tailbone, which is not fun. Nope, not fun at all. So I would like to be able to sit in different, like sit on the couch until I'm able to get a larger, more comfortable chair, like the one that I left behind when I moved here. Would be great. Oh, goodness me. Excuse me. Whew. All right, so 797. So I'm gonna put that in there and save it for later. And what should we do next? Let's go with the red X, and that is 310. There's 310. Now, is there a needle? Yes, there is. Look at that. Very nice. Yeah. So yeah, while my boyfriend was here the other night, excuse me, we were talking about the Wolfie's desk and the cupboard that we're using for the kitchen, and Wolfie's like looking at it, and then she's thinking, and she's like, well, why don't we move the cupboard and have it behind the desk, and then we can move the desk over and have the cupboard behind it. And it's like, hey, that could work. And so yeah, after getting home from shopping on Thursday, that's what we ended up doing. Excuse me. And it actually doesn't, it actually works quite well. It gives you more room to actually sit on the couch, to be able to sit down on the couch, and we also opened up the couch and pulled out the big box to take to the post office. We were gonna do that today, but just, oh my goodness, no energy. Sorry about the yawning, but yeah, just no energy. today because of recovering from yesterday. But see, with getting a car, we'll be able to actually do things 2 days in a row. Okay. But yeah, the reason I procrastinate a lot is because I don't have a vehicle to be able to go and do the things that I would like to be able to do and get done. Yeah, once we've got a car, we can we can fill the back seat. Actually, we could fill it. Yeah, we could fill the back seat of the car up with the bags of dirty laundry, and then every time we go over to my dad's place, we can just pull some laundry out and do it. And actually, we could go there like every day for a week and do laundry. It would be easier for us to actually get it there and back and be able to visit them more often and get rid of our recycling, cash in what little tiny bit of empties that we've got. That kind of stuff. Can actually go to the thrift store, and I want to look into doing volunteer work at the thrift store. It'd be really cool if Wolfie and I both start doing that. And this particular vehicle, like, will come in very handy in a lot of ways, because it's a Subaru Forester. It's a 2007 Subaru Forester. Actually, I'll bring up a picture so I can show you guys. There, see? That's pretty cool, eh? It's an automatic, which is fine. But, yeah. I'm excited. Wolfie's excited. But she's like, well, can we just give him like $500 a month? I'm like, I'd rather give him $1,000 a month, get it paid off in as quick as possible. And I know she's wanting to do $500 a month because then we can save up at the same time for her passport and for her to a plane ticket for her to go to Florida to visit her boyfriend. I understand, but like, she also needs to understand that, like, kind of need the vehicle in order to be able to take her to the airport and then pick her up afterwards. But I was also communicating with my boyfriend as well as my ex to see about getting the vehicle, getting the car here. And well, my ex, his girlfriend lives in Quebec, and she's gonna be showing up. She's coming to visit him for a little while, and he said she's gonna be arriving on the 13th. And it's like, well, that's cool. Maybe the two of you could drive the car out here and visit for a bit, and then I could drive you guys back. And he's like, it's not probably not, because he's gonna be still pretty busy. So then I asked my boyfriend, and he was telling, and I'm like, well, because I'd like to go on the 26th, which is the day after payday, and go get the car and insure it, and go shopping while we're there, right? So like my boyfriend could drive us out there, and we could get that stuff done, and like Wolfie would come too, could come too, and but then my boyfriend would be driving home alone afterwards. So, and he's like, well, there's a convention the following week. And I'm like, well, that would work even better, because then he could just drop me off on his way, because the convention is in a city past there. So like he'd be driving past there anyways, and it's like, well, that would work even better, because then yeah, he could just drop me off at the shop, and I could pick up the car, and he could go the rest of the way to the convention, because yeah. But it also depends on how much my ex is wanting as a down payment for the car, because might have to wait an extra month before having enough to give him as a down payment, because he's wanting 3/4 as a down payment. So yeah. And I don't know how much that's going to be. He doesn't really know right now either, but he will let me know when he knows. So it's just the sooner the better. I'm so tired of having to always ask my dad for a ride, or asking to borrow the vehicle, the truck. And with my bonus mom acting the way she is lately, that's just, yeah. But yeah, it'll give Wolfie and I some freedom, much needed freedom. I know I'll be a lot happier once I've got a vehicle of my own. And I still like the idea of looking into doing deliveries for businesses in town here. Like Uber or DoorDash, that kind of stuff. Yeah. I just don't know how to go about doing that. But we'll see. We'll figure it out at some point later. First and foremost, get the car. Get the car. Then also, once I've got a reliable vehicle, I can also look into fostering. Yeah. And I do understand Wolfie's really wanting to go visit her boyfriend. I know it's hard for her. Not being with him, and wanting to go visit him, spend some time down there with him. I keep bugging her about him looking for work, because he's having problems finding a job down there. But hopefully something comes along soon for him. And he's former military. He was medically discharged, but apparently the military, they will help him with the purchase of a home. And so there's that. Right now he's living, poor guy's living at home living at his mom's, with his mom and his sister. And apparently his sister, Wolfie's friends with his sister as well. But apparently his sister, she is lazy and relies on him too much. She relies on him financially. Yeah, wanting him to spend his money on her. And it's like, well, he does get a small stipend from the military, but it's definitely not enough to live off of. So, yeah. Wolfie wants to, well, he does not want to move to Canada. I don't want her to move to the States, but it's up to her if she wants to live in the States. It's a long, drawn-out process to move down there and to get citizenship down there. It's not that easy, and it's not that simple. I know a lot of people are like, well, just marry an American citizen, just like, and then you become an American citizen, just like if you if an American marries a Canadian citizen, they become a Canadian citizen. It might have been that way at one point in time, but I don't know. I don't know if it's ever actually been that easy, but I know it's not that easy nowadays. Because when she was dating this other guy from the States, and he was actually wanting to move to Canada to be with her. This is the same guy with the anger issues. We were looking into it, and it's like, well, it's definitely not that easy. It's a process. It's a long process. It's easier if you already have property, if you already own property in Canada, right? But like these guys that these people don't have the money to be able to afford they can't even, they live at home. Like, come on. They don't have the money to buy property in Canada. They don't even have the money to buy property down there in the States. Would be nice, but well, it is what it is, right? Yeah. In the meantime, well, this guy, he does make her happy. They've known each other for like 6 years. She said about 6 years, and then she stopped communicating with him because of who she was with, and they reconnected shortly after she moved here. And yeah, she always had a crush on him, and apparently he always had a crush on her, and so, well, now they are a couple. They are in a relationship, and they want to take it further as a relationship and actually meet in person. And yeah, because he's in Florida. Oops. I know that if anything were to happen to her down in Florida, I wouldn't really be able to do anything about it. But okay, so I'm doing X's still, so I'm gonna do up here now. I had a quick little brain fart. Yeah. But yeah, if anything were to happen to her while she's down in Florida, I'm like, find your way to Otter Creek. Yeah, find your way to Otter Creek. Because at least in Otter Creek, she could go to the schoolhouse there. And at that time of the year, yeah, what the hells will be there? But she could go to the schoolhouse and say, yeah, my mom's a fan. And she told me that if anything ever happened to her, this is a safe place. If anything happened to me while I'm down here in Florida, this is a safe place. Yeah. Okay, so this spot, there was a little bit of water damage here. So I got to keep a close eye on this. And I accidentally crossed these ones off, but I know there's a yellow there. So I got to cross off all of these yellows over here and X's over here. Yeah, I better do that quickly here. Yeah, so this yellow, these yellows. Oh, and the greens, yep. And these X's. Okay, so these yellows and X's. Yep. So I just keep on going. Okay, so I do not touch these X's over here, but these yellows, and so these yellows, no, I don't touch these yellows, but these ones on this side, yes. All right. Oh wait, and these X's as well, yes. Sometimes I get, all right. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, I did go down into that. So, and that, and then those three. All right. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome, possum. Okay, so now everything over here except for these blue circles and these black dots. There. Yeah, so I do believe Wolfie is asleep now. There. All right. So that is whatever. Anyways, so that's all covered. All done to 60. Yeah. So I need to do these over here, this section over here as well at some point. All right. So I don't know how long I'm going to go record for. Oh. Darn it. Okay, gotta do that over again because I pulled it a little bit too hard. Okay. All right. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, do this one. And then I'm going to do yellow after this. And so I can get this yellow dot, this yellow square here, and then these yellows down here. And then down here, all of these yellows. Yeah. I'm working my way across. I don't know about you, but I can definitely see Eeyore's eyes. There's his hair, right? And there's his eyes. I will be getting those done at some point as well. But I just want to get the rest of his hair done here. Yeah. So it sounds, yeah, it definitely sounds like, it looks like Wolfie's asleep now. She was, yeah. And, yeah, I have, oh my goodness. And see, it does not matter how much coffee I drink. I could I could fall asleep while I'm still in the middle of a cup of coffee. There have been a few times when I almost have. But then I'll go and I'll finish my cup of coffee and then go to bed and have a nap. Yeah. Oh. There. So I am really hoping that Wolfie and I are able to come up with enough money at the end of June to be able to go to get that car and get it insured, because I'm just, yeah. I know I've already said it. I've already spoken about it at length, but and I'm going to continue ad nauseum for the next 3-4 weeks, whatever. And he will not do e-transfer, because to do it by e-transfer would he would have to charge me more for taxes and stuff. So he's asking for cash, and so it's like, yeah, sure, okay, not a problem. Just would have to go to the bank, take cash out, and yeah. Yeah. Things are starting to look better. Yeah, things are starting to look better for both Wolfie and myself. Of course, we do have to keep a close eye on our finances and get things for this place, like new light bulbs. Yeah, we need light bulbs because we're running low. We've got, let me think here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 light bulbs. Yeah, I think we've only got 8 light bulbs. 8 light bulbs left. There's one in the bathroom when there should be 2. The one in the hallway is burnt out. There's one in front of the fridge, which works. There should be 6 in the slide out, but only 3 have bulbs. Yeah, instead of 6, there's only 3. So yeah, and in the kitchen area there is only 2 instead of 4. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And I posted a video, or I posted a link to a video on my Facebook, on my Facebook page, not my group page, but my personal page, I believe. And I commented, I'm like, craziest lawsuit ever, and it is hilarious. The CRM, I cannot remember what the letters stand for, but CRM is suing a bunch of Muppets. Yes, you heard me correctly, Muppets. So it's a Muppet lawsuit. It's hilarious. Shizzy Wiznut did it up. It's hilarious. Yeah, he read the lawsuit. He read his response to the lawsuit, and then he also read the judge's response to the lawsuit. Oh my god, it's a whole story. Oh my god, it is hilarious. You gotta watch it. You just gotta watch it. It is so funny. And periodically in there he plays a couple of songs that he created. And yeah. And all of these Muppets are actually named after like real people. Yeah. And but yeah, it's hilarious. But anyways, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I need to close the door. I've got to close my door. It's almost 10. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And yes, my door is wide open. The screen door is closed, but that's because there's circulating the air, and this is one of the few. And this is the best time to do it. And I'm not worried about wild animals or strangers showing up because, well, yeah, because I don't have to worry about it here. All right. So anyways, there's Eeyore's face, his eyes. His hair is almost done. Just got a little bit more here to do. Yeah. I am worried. I am concerned about running out of this one color, which these black circles here are for the these black circles here are for the color 3846. And before, if you saw the video, my very first video about this, I explained about how my friend had started working on this with that particular color, and I had to take it all out because it was really bad, really bad. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. She's with her health and everything. She's losing her vision. And so, of course, you need good eyesight in order to be able to do this kind of stuff. And so, yeah, it was pretty bad. So, I'm really hoping that I do have, that I still have, that I have enough. But yes, anyways, I'm going to go. And I will hopefully see you in about 12 hours, maybe a little less, for a live stream. We'll see. Until then, bye. Bye.